Welcome back. I'm Laura. I'm here with Dan Watanabe, and we're going to be talking about actors' soft skills right now. So Dan, you've been in the industry a long time. Can you recall for us one or two instances where an actor's professionalism and their personality helped them get them jobs?
Oh, absolutely. The number one thing that an actor can do, or actually anybody in the industry can do, is to quote Mimi Gromacki, who's the president of the Art Directors Guild, is to be delightful. And you will see a performer who comes on the set and is pleasant to all of the crew, will have the crew bending over backwards for them. I've actually seen actors who have very, very strong reputations and have been around for a long time be terrific to the people on the set. And because of that, they never stop working. There was an actor by the name of Robert Urich, and he would get show after show after show because the crew loved working with him.
Oh, okay.
David Hasselhoff was the same way on Baywatch. He was great with the below-the-line people and with the craft people. He would be a terror to the executive producers and to the Fremantle people, but you know what? In its own way, that's great for the other people on the set to see, that you have someone who's achieved a level of success in their career and they're willing to kick upwards, not downwards. It's when someone kicks downwards that it becomes a problem.
What do you mean by that, kicking upwards and downwards?
Kicking upwards means that you're willing to cuss out your boss.
Oh, okay.
Now we're not talking about someone who's crazy. But if
and
you're
certainly
willing,
not beginners.
Right, but if you're someone who's nasty to people who are supporting you and trying to make you look better or help you give a better performance, that's not necessarily liked. So actors who come in with an attitude and are difficult to work with find themselves often, when their show ends or their movie ends, not necessarily being called first, whereas the ones who are easy to work with constantly work. Mm-hmm. And it's the same in an office. You're much better off being easy to work with and having good soft skills, having good communication skills, than you are being 100% technically proficient. You can teach someone to be technically proficient. Right. Now, the exception for that is someone who's extraordinarily talented. But, and yes, Judy Garland was an incredible pain in the rear end to work with. But at the end of the day, people would know that they got something great. That was Judy Garland.
That was Judy Garland.
There's a lot of people who would behave that way, but wouldn't be that level of talent. There's performers who find it necessary to fire someone every day, and guess what? At a certain point, they stop getting hired.
They stop getting hired. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So that's really a big part of it, and you'll find that as a stunt person and as an actor, that if casting directors like you, if other crew members like you, that you're going to keep appearing on the set. You're going to keep getting called back, and I'll give you an anecdotal story. There was a guy who was a production assistant on Baywatch when it first started, and he was an actor. He was also a school teacher, and because he was such a good production assistant, he rose up in the ranks. And he eventually, by the time the series was done, was one of the producers.
Oh, wow.
And now he's the president of Lionsgate Television. It's Kevin Beggs. So,
wow.
and it's because he was so wonderful to work with that he just kept rising and rising and rising, and no one ever has complained about it or had a nasty story about him.
Mm. So that's really powerful for beginners to know that even if you're at the very beginning of your career, you can still push your way up just by being a good person,
Absolutely.
But also being good at your job.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Dan. That's very helpful information.
Okay, well, thank you.